Have you ever felt stuck? Like no matter how hard you try, life just doesn't move forward? Every day feels the same mistakes, the same struggles, and sometimes it feels like everyone else is running while you're standing still, trying, failing, trying again. But what if I told you? Success isn't about giant leaps. It's about tiny, invisible steps, repeated, every single day. This is the story of Ayaan, a young man who transformed his life, 1% at a time. Ayaan was ordinary, not the smartest, not the most confident. Every day, he watched his classmates succeed, while he felt stuck, in the same place, struggling, doubting himself, questioning everything. At night, he lay awake, staring at the ceiling, scrolling social media, seeing friends post achievements, trips, successes, and he whispered, quietly, "Why am I always behind? Why can't I be like them?" Friends laughed sometimes, calling him lazy, joking about his slow progress. Even teachers overlooked him, and slowly, Ayaan began to believe it. Maybe they're right. Maybe I'm just ordinary, invisible. Until one evening, something changed. During a lecture, his professor said something simple. If you improve just 1% every day in 1 year, you will be 37 times better than you are today. Ayaan laughed, softly. 1%? That's nothing. How can this make a difference? But deep inside, a spark lit. A quiet voice whispered, "Maybe, just maybe, you can try." The next morning, Ayaan started. Day 1. He read 1 page of a book instead of scrolling social media. Day 7. He solved 1 extra math problem. Day 30. He wrote a short reflection about what he learned. Day 60. He spent 15 minutes learning a new skill. At first, nothing seemed to change. Tests didn't improve. Friends didn't notice. Sometimes, he wanted to quit. What's the point? He asked himself. I've been trying, and nothing is changing. But he kept going, silently, persistently, because he remembered the professor's words and the spark inside. To track his growth, he planted a tiny seed in a small pot on his windowsill. Each day, he watered it, just a little. And as he improved, the plant grew, slowly, almost imperceptibly. At first, it barely sprouted. Then tiny green shoots appeared. After weeks, small leaves unfolded. Ayaan smiled, watching the plant grow, knowing it reflected his own progress. Growth, like the plant, is quiet, invisible, until one day, it blooms. Life wasn't easy. Nights awake, exhausted. Days feeling sick. Friends mocking his tiny steps. And moments came when he wanted to quit, completely. One evening, after a long day, he sat in his bed, staring at his reflection. Maybe they're right. Maybe I'll never be good enough, he thought. Hands trembling, heart heavy. Then he remembered the seed, the 1%, the promise he made. Just 1 small step. Tomorrow, he whispered. 1 step better than yesterday. And slowly, the changes began. Confidence grew. He spoke up in class, shared ideas. Tests improved. Slowly, steadily. Health improved. He slept earlier, felt alive. Even friends noticed. "Ayaan, you've changed," one said. But he knew it wasn't about them. It was about what he built inside himself, quietly, day by day, 1% at a time. Then came the real test. 1 year later, the college organized a major competition, top students from every department, all competing. Ayaan faced fear he had avoided for years. He looked around at friends ahead, at naturally talented students. Hands shook, mind screamed, "I can't do this, I'm not ready." But he remembered the plant, the pages read, the problems solved, the reflections written, the 15 minutes of practice every day. "I'm 1% better than yesterday. Every day for a year," he whispered. He breathed deeply, slowed his heartbeat, entered the competition, calmly, confidently, creatively. When the results came, he won. Not luck, not genius, but small steps, repeated consistently, even when no one saw, even when he doubted himself, even when life tested him. Friends who once laughed noticed. "Ayaan, you've changed," one said, quietly. And Ayaan smiled, quietly, knowing he hadn't just grown. He had become unstoppable. Success isn't about giant leaps. It's about small, consistent steps, every day. Patience, perseverance, faith in tiny progress can transform ordinary lives into extraordinary ones. You don't have to be perfect today. You just have to be 1% better than yesterday. Step by step, day by day, your growth is unstoppable. And when you look back, you'll realize you built something incredible. Quietly, patiently, invisibly, 1% at a time. If this story touched your heart and reminded you that small steps create big change, subscribe and join us for more stories that inspire growth, strength, and calm confidence.